Good, everybody, it is your boy Super Saiyan Cat back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys today. We are doing a video that honestly I told you I would do like a month or two ago. I just never got around to it and then kind of forgot about it at the same time, and that is the top 5 key ultimates in Xenoverse 2 revisited after DLC 6. Now again, I did the strike version of this about a month or two ago and said I would do a key ultimate version again and revisit it, but I never really got around to it, and again, like I said, kind of forgot about it as well. So that's what we're gonna do today. Now, two things I want to mention. First, if you guys have any other top 5 type of videos that you guys would like to see on the channel, just leave your suggestions down below, and I guess we'll do it a similar way to the skill test and the character test. If a suggestion gets a lot of votes, then I'll be sure to come through with that video for you guys. Now, the other thing I want to mention is the fact that all top 5 videos are opinion based. So be sure to leave your top 5 down below, because again, your opinion is not going to be the exact same as mine, and I always like to see you guys' thoughts on these subjects as well down below in the comments, so be sure to leave that. But that's enough talking from me. Let's get into this top 5 key ultimate video revisited after DLC 6. Okay guys, let's get this top 5 list started, and coming in at number 5, we have a move that was not on the list the first time, and that's because it had a major flaw in it before it got patched, and that is one-handed Kamehameha Mark II. Now, everybody knew that this move always did just a crazy amount of damage. It was just a great move. The only issue with it is the fact that the flippy flips occurred whether or not you were actually in mid combo or not. It did not matter if you were mid combo or not. Those flippy flips were still there regardless, making the move not nearly as good as it possibly could be. But as you see right here, this move with 48 hits does 10,773 damage. It can get up to 50 hits, I believe, doing a total of around 11,300 to 11,400 damage. But again, 11,400 damage is the max you can get. But one thing to keep in mind, you have to have your timing right with this move, because if you don't time it good, say you time it pretty poorly and you're just spamming the button, you're not going to get the most damage from it. You'll still get a decent amount, as you see with 7,581, but you won't get the most. So if you want to use this move, you definitely want to get the timing for it down to just practically to where you get at least 48 hits. Now, when you talk about the uses for this move though, this move has very easy use since it got the update, guys. As you see right here, very simple stamina break combo right here. Just go straight into the sledgehammer, then right into a knockdown immediately afterwards. And as you see, there are no more flips, making this move very slow to where it will not be able to land. Now without those flips, you can put together some very punishing stamina break combos. That combo did 17,029 damage, and I'm not even transformed, nor do I have a super soul going for me right now. So just imagine the damage that you can put together in the stamina break combo with this move. And that is the exact reason why we have it coming in at number 5. And honestly, if it did the same amount of damage for less amount of key, because it does take 7 bars to use fully, it would definitely be coming in higher on this list. But for the simple fact that it does take 7 bars of key, that is why I have it coming in at number 5. But that's everything for one-handed Kamehameha. Now let's move on to number 4. Moving on to number 4, we have a skill that honestly is very popular and has been used by pretty much everybody at least one time in Xenoverse 2, and that is Final Kamehameha. This used to be one of my favorite key ultimates in the game. Obviously it still is, because I have it coming in at number 4, but this used to be top 2 for me without question. I absolutely loved this skill when I first got it. It was just amazing. I was really happy that they just put it in the game, period. And on top of that, it does some insane damage. As you guys see, it did 10,629 right there, but for max damage you want to be as close as possible. As you guys see right here, I got 10,921 damage. So basically it does about the same as one-handed Kamehameha. One-handed may do a little bit more, but the simple fact that one-handed takes 7 bars of key as opposed to 5 is why Final Kamehameha is definitely coming in ahead of it. Now, when you talk about uses for this move, it is very similar to one-handed Kamehameha. There's just a little bit extra that you can do with it as well. As you guys see right here, again, same startup, just go sledgehammer into the stamina break, into the knockdown combo, then Final Kamehameha immediately after that. And since Final Kamehameha doesn't have any kind of like delay basically after you finish it, with one-handed you kind of gotta recover and things like that. with final, you have to have, there's no recovery time, so you could just go after your opponent immediately and put them in another combo before their stamina comes back. As you guys see right there, that combo did a total of 21,000 damage basically, and I am in base form. Imagine if I just had Super Saiyan Blue going, or if I had Super Saiyan Blue and a Super Soul going for me as well. Imagine the damage that you'll be able to get with that move and that combo right there. So that is definitely why we have it coming in at number 4, but that's enough with Final Kamehameha. Let's move on to number 3. Alright, moving on to number 3, guys. We have a skill that was not on the list and is a highly slept on key ultimate in the game. The first time I made this video, which I believe was like 7 months ago at this time, I was even sleeping on this skill. It definitely would have been on the list if I would have known about it at that time, and that is Recoome Ultra Fighting Bomber. Check the damage, guys. For 3 bars of ki, you get 12,000 damage. 12,000 for only 3 bars of ki. That's more than Final Kamehameha and more than One-Handed Kamehameha Mark II, both taking a total of 5 or 7 bars. But with Recoome Ultra Fighting Bomber, you are only going to be taking 3 bars of ki. Now, the reason this move was slept on is because it does have a bit of a slow startup time, but there's a very easy way to get around that, guys. All you gotta do is stamina break your opponent and then sledgehammer them and then follow to them to the ground and use Ultra Fighting Bomber, as you guys see right here. Boom, boom, and then once you get to the ground, hit the Ultra Fighting Bomber, and this will land all day every day, as you guys see right there. And afterwards, you will have time to follow up on your opponent and put them into another combo, making them waste stamina and things like that. So again, Recoome Ultra Fighting Bomber is definitely a top key ult in the game. The only issue with it that people saw, again, was the speed factor. But if you just use it in a stamina break combo, use a sledgehammer, go into it immediately afterwards, it'll always land all day every day. Now, another way you could use it, of course, is with a heavy stamina break, but you're not going to get nearly as much damage as you would if you were to use a regular stamina break and then go into a sledgehammer afterwards, and then follow up that as well with another combo. So those are really the 2 uses for it, but again, the best one is a light break, sledgehammer, and then use it just the way I showcased for you guys before. But again, the move is absolutely insane and had to make it on this list. I was sleeping on it before myself. Hopefully after you guys see this, nobody will be sleeping on this skill anymore, because it is absolutely amazing, does some insane damage, and really is not that hard to land as well. So that is definitely why we had it coming in at number 3. But that's enough with this move. Let's move on to number 2. Alright guys, finally on to the top 2 on this list of top 5 key ultimates in the game, in my opinion. And coming in at number 2, we have a tie. We have a tie between 2 skills. Both of these skills deserve to be at the top of the list, in my opinion, because they are just that insane. And those 2 skills are times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha and Angry Explosion. Now we're going to talk about them one at a time and then really discuss why these are both at the top of this list, coming in at number 2. Now the first one I want to talk about is times 100. Times 100 is a move that most people know has 2 different damage outputs. One if you're locked on and one if you're locked off. If you're locked on, as you see, you get 11,375. But say you lock off from your opponent, you are now getting a total of 14,775 damage. Basically 15k damage just from locking on and off. That is a major difference in damage right there, and just some insane damage period. For 5 bars of ki to get 15k damage, that's off the charts. Now, Angry Explosion, on the other hand, is a move that obviously the more ki you have, the more damage you're gonna get from it. So if you have somewhere around 7 bars of ki, as you see me with right now, check out the damage that you will be getting with this move. You will be getting around 13,855 damage just with 7 bars of ki, guys. Now, if you have meditation, which I'm assuming everybody does, everybody at this point should have meditation, unless they were not able to get DLC 6, or if the RNG is just absolutely screwing you like it did for me with Power Rush. I understand completely. But if you do have meditation and use Angry Explosion, look at the damage difference now. Now the damage is going to go from 13,855 to 15,663. So clearly the damage from this move is absolutely insane, and I believe the best, and it is the strongest ki ultimate in the game, hands down, when you have 10 bars of ki. Now, one thing to keep in mind though, with meditation and Angry Explosion, it's only going to take 8 bars. It will not take that full 10 bars, so I believe you need to have a full on 10 bar ki build just to be able to use this move to its max. But with meditation, you'll still be able to use 8 bars and still get some insane damage, as you guys see right there. Now, when you talk about uses for these moves, we're going to talk about Big Bang first, since it has 2 different ways to to actually use the move. If you're going to use the one where you are actually locked onto your opponent, as you guys see right here, it is a very simple combo. The same simple combo that I showcased for you guys with one-handed and final Kamehameha, you want to do the same thing with times 100 as well. As you see, this will work all day, every day, and give you an insane damage output at 18,426 for a very simple combo. Again, if you are Super Saiyan Blue along with a Super Soul, that may be a death combo right there. But if you want to use the variation where you are locked off from your opponent, it is very simple as well. You could use a heavy stamina break, but the better way, in my opinion, is just to stamina break your opponent. Why did his stamina not break? Stamina break your opponent, sledgehammer them immediately afterwards, lock off, and then use the times 100. And this will work all day, every day. As you guys see right there, the combo went from, it did a total of 17,848 damage. And I was almost able to catch him before that ended. But again, that is how you want to use the second variation, the locked off variation of times 100. It is very easy to land, as you guys saw right there. Now, Angry Explosion is a move that depends on where you are and what kind of map you're on, depending on the use. If you're on a map like World Tournament, it's very, very simple. All you got to do is sledgehammer, boom, and then go into Angry Explosion immediately afterwards, as you guys see right here. And this will work all day, every day. And then once you're done with that, immediately follow up with another combo. As you guys see, I was able to basically start up a second combo after that, because that's how much time Angry Explosion really gives you after you use that in that combo. Now, if I was to do that with meditation, as you guys are about to see right here, we're basically going to kill Trunks just in a simple combo with no Super Soul, no transformation, or anything of that nature. Check this out, guys. Now that I have the meditation going along with the sledgehammer and all that, we are already at 18,739 damage. Now, when I put this combo fully together, basically 22,000 damage, and I'm not transformed. I don't have a Super Soul going or anything like that. So clearly, these moves are absolutely insane and definitely deserve all the love they got, and that is why they come in at number 2 on this list. But that's all for these moves. Now let's move on to number 1. Alright guys, finally we are at the number 1 slot on this top 5 list of key ultimates in Xenoverse to revisit it after DLC 6. And coming in at number 1 is the same skill that came in at number 1 7 months ago when I did this for the first time, and that is Meteor Burst. Meteor Burst, guys, is by far without question the best move as far as key ultimates, and maybe the best ultimate in the game, period. Does not matter. This move is just absolutely amazing. As you see with the variation that you do not press the button again, you just let it go all the way where you get that smile and all that. It does a total of 12,701 damage, and if you do press the button again, as you guys see right here, it'll give you a total of 11,534. Now, a lot of people may be like, hold on, Cav, that's less damage than times 100 and Angry Explosion. That is true, guys, but at the same time, Meteor Burst only takes 3 bars of ki. 3 bars of ki, and you can almost get 13,000 damage. How insanely OP does that sound? Think about it. One-handed Kamehameha takes 7 bars for 11,000. Final Kamehameha takes 5 bars for 11,000. Now, Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber is really the only move that compares to this in damage and ki. But most moves that do over 10,000 damage plus are going to take around 5 to 7 bars, like with Final and one-handed. So again, the fact that this move only takes 3 bars of ki but still puts out this insane damage makes it that much more OP, and is one of the main reasons we have it coming in at number 1. Now, when you talk about uses for this move, that is really the other reason why we have it coming in at number 1, because you can do so much with it, as you guys see right here. Check out this insane combo. Oh, hold on, I gotta change the settings to guard. Check out this insane combo though, guys. Boom, sledgehammer, and then you float to the ground immediately afterwards. Use a Meteor Burst, as you see right here, and then immediately afterwards you can use other ults like ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha. Look at this damage. We killed Trunks. That was an absolute death combo, and I am in base form. I really did nothing right there besides sledgehammer Meteor Burst ×4. That was a very, very simple stamina break combo, and I was able to kill Trunks with ease. So again, that is another reason showing why this is without question the best key ultimate / ultimate period in Xenoverse 2. Like, it is hands down, in my opinion, the best key ultimate, and in my opinion the best ultimate between ki and strike, without a question. But that is it for my list, guys. This is everything. That was my top 5. Be sure to let me know what you think on my top 5 down below. and what your top 5 is looking like as well, because like I said in the beginning of this video, all top 5s are opinion based and everybody's opinion is not going to be the same. So again, be sure to leave your top 5 down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to see more top 5 type videos, be sure to let me know down below in the comments. And again, like I said in the beginning, if one was to get a lot of votes or something like that, like we do a skill and character test, then I will definitely make sure that I come through with it. But till next time, again, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace, y'all.